This is Macaroni Tony, aka Willie Wonka, Wet Willie, Willie, Will I Am, however you want to put it. It's still Willie. So I hope y'all hit subscribe like I asked, and we will continue this long journey through my mind. And so, as I left off last time, I had 12 years, and still it didn't dawn on me what the hell is going on. But I was trying to be better than I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to learn who I am. You know, I'm in Florida State Prison, a 6x9 cell, and every living, swinging dick over there was considered my enemy. And they would have done me harm if I wasn't extremely careful. And sometimes I wasn't. Because you know how that is. That youth come out, I don't hear that shit. That anger come out, I don't hear that shit. That's the only thing that I knew how to express is anger. You know, I was very religious. I grew up on a Christianity. I've been baptized. Um, Converted my religion to Judaism. And then when a rabbi told me that a black could never be a Jew, at the age of 17, my mind is very fertile. It's like a spawn that took up all negative energy. And when he told me that a black can never be a Jew, I stopped being religious. Now pause right there. Now at that time, I did not know that Samuel Davis Jr. was a black Jew. I did not know that they had black Hebrew Israelites. I did not know that. I did not know that even Jesus was a brown skinned man. You know what I'm saying? I did not know that at that time. But when he told me that a black can never be a Jew, I stopped being religious. And I started seeing spiritual enlightenment. I started Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, uh, Islam, the Theosophy Society. I read all kind of, The Secret and all this stuff here, and yada yada yada, and my understanding began to grow and grow and grow, and I began to embrace my spirituality. And I know that I had to go within myself and discover who I am, because Jesus said in the Bible that the kingdom of God does not exist over there or over yonder. The kingdom of God exists within you. If the kingdom of God exists within me, then that divine spark is God. That little boy that says, hey, don't go down there and do that. And you go down there and do that anyway and you get in trouble. It's God speaking to you. That's that intuition. I learned to listen to it. And I just started, like becoming better. You know what I'm saying? Reading, understanding, examining myself. Socrates, some Greek philosopher said that the unexamined life is not worth living. So then I had to go to myself and embrace me. And once I discovered who I am, then I discovered the kingdom of God, and I was able to manifest the kingdom of heaven, which consists of love, happiness, joyfulness, etc., etc., etc. And even to this day, I'm not religious. I'm a spiritual man. And I want to let y'all know is that after my prison experience, and I got out at the age of 20, which I haven't even told y'all the health shit that I've been through, what I had to face, what I overcome. I just want to give you, in a nutshell, just a piece of something. So I'm gonna introduce you to my buddy. His name is Mike, and that's my dog. We got this. You know that. Me the mind, he the body, something like that. But anyway, say hello to the crowd, Mike.
How you doing, Tony? How you, Brett?
Hey, what's up, though?
So, let me ask you, you got locked up young.
Mm-hmm.
Been there a long time. I heard you say you read a lot and studied all the religions and whatnot. What what kept you together when you got out? When you finally got out? Like, what because, I mean, first of all, what was there waiting for you when you did get out? What was provided? What was the systems, sort of? And then how did you maintain a positive attitude to succeed?
You know, brother, I cannot rightly say what kept me motivated. You know what I'm saying? It was just something that was within me. You know, like I guess my prison experience on learning to become better than I was. I think it was that spark, that fire of seeing all them other dudes, so ignorant and benighted, uneducated, undereducated, and then I didn't want to be like them dudes. I want to be something special. I want to be able, like say words, you know what I'm saying, to read something, to understand and like and stuff like that. And I just started snowballing, man. Like I was just reading more, I did 15 years in a 6x9 cell, you know what I'm saying, isolation. And the only friend I had were my books. My family never wrote me. I never heard of anybody I grew up with or nothing like that. Like it was me against the world. It was me against the savage. And the only way to beat the savage is to gain knowledge, to gain control of me. That's the only way to beat the savage. To not allow myself to succumb to that cesspool because I believe in me and I want to be a better person. And what I had waiting for me, nothing. I made that transition back to society. I taught myself how to use a freaking cell phone. I taught myself how to navigate the storm of weather when situations don't go right. I did that. I got my sailboat, ice motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Society did not teach me any life skill. Prison did not teach me any life skills. These are skills I had to learn on my own. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn through trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? Trials and error. I had to learn through that. Like in Proverbs 24:16, it says that a righteous man, which is me, I do consider myself righteous, fall 7 times and get back up. And what made that man so righteous is that each time he fall, he gonna get back up and try it again. And that's how I became more better. You know what I'm saying? That's how I became more stronger. Because each time I make a mistake, I am gonna learn from that mistake. I'm gonna understand that mistake. I'm gonna embrace that mistake. And I am going to modify my behavior so I will never, ever repeat that mistake. God damn it. And that's how I became who I am. And you understand, Michael? His name Mike, but I call him Michael. Sound like a white boy name, but he is white. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you'll have to excuse me because I do speak my Blackanese. For those white people who cannot digest or understand what I am trying to pervade to them, just excuse my Blackanese sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But like a black Japanese, but
I think people see no matter what you say or act, your sincerity, right? So in that you're that obviously tried to educate yourself.
you know what, Mike? I'm gonna tell you something. I have learned. I know. Don't get me wrong. I used to be a follower. I used to follow people. I don't follow people. Got in trouble and stuff like that. But once I began to believe in myself and believe that I had the power and the knowledge to repel such following ability, then I began to feel like I am uncommon. I don't want to be like the next man. I don't want to think like the next man. I don't want to act like the next man because people become a prime example why I refuse to do certain things or to become a certain person. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at other people as my substitute teacher. Me, I am my greatest teacher. You know what I'm saying? But people are prime example why I don't drink and get all incoherence and want to fight and all that stuff there. People why I don't do hard drugs. But I don't want to be become victimized by substance. You know, I just love being me. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the realest of me. Ain't nothing fake about this. I tell people how it is, but I know that it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. I'm good with people, I'm good with situations, I'm good with reading people, I'm good with being an empath. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, if people don't, if people do not understand me, they'll hate on me. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm just a simple man that's trying to make his footprints in this world. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. I'm not trying to get in arguments or get in these little weak debates and fight about this and that. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You know what I'm saying? The court system say I was a menace to society. But yet they let me out on probation 2 months later. My brother was dead. I just wanted a 3-day furlough, and the judge and the prosecutor denied my furlough, the opportunity to go home and say my last farewell to my brother, because they say I was a menace to society. I'm not a menace to society. If anything, I'm a gift to society. No, but they don't give a damn. I couldn't say my last due to my brother, but it's all understood. I have changed because I want to change, not because I was forced to change. My mom used to tell me a hard head make a soft ass. And you know what? Mom, you don't know what they're talking about. But 40 something years later, I finally realized what she was talking about. You can keep hitting your head on that wall, and sooner or later, you're going to say, man, I'm tired of hitting my damn head. That shit hurt. I got bruises on my head. I got a knot, and I might have a concussion. So therefore, I'm going to change and do something that's more appropriate. And that's what I do. I want to be better. I want to treat people like I want people to treat me. That's my golden rule. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here to treat nobody bad or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man who done been through hell. I mean, hell. And I seen the devil. And the devil seen me. But guess what? The devil don't conquer me. I conquer it. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I guide my soul and navigate it through storm and weather. And if that boat capsizes, it gonna be on me, baby, because my fat black ass cannot swim. Can you imagine me out there in the middle of the ocean? Who gonna save me? With lifeguard at? Mother there. Sharks out there. I can't swim, but I can float like a motherfucker. So I just want to let y'all know, man, that like, I don't know, man, like, I'm a good person. Wherever I go, I learn to be good. It don't matter. Well, in there or out here, it doesn't matter what fuck ass Wayne Ives say about me, which he has vilified my reputation and turned certain supporters against me. I'm fine, but you know what? What he says about me, it's all a lie. Everything he written about me, it's all a lie. Because he is a flunky. He he's a cross dresser. I think he gay. Gay in a $3 bill. And he always, when it comes to me, he got something vicious to say about Michael Ron Tony. When I got busted for the fake ass drugs back in 22, he had something mean to say about me. When this white dude get all arrested and this other white dude on heavy drug charges, he never once said anything derogatory toward that white dude. But he said something derogatory towards me. Like it. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna get on that because he kind of like he gets me going on the land with his fake politician wannabe homophiliac looking motherfucker. I can't say that. I'm sorry. I'm letting man. I'm going off the key. My bad. My bad. My bad. Well, folks, but yeah, man. Like when living in the bed of the beast, defecated me back in society with no habilitation on how to survive. What I learned on my own through observation and reading and stuff like that. But I know that in prison and jail, they got a lot of opportunity for them dudes to really change their ways, to really educate themselves. Because prison is a school of hard knocks. And it took me a while to learn my lesson. It took me a while to really control my demons. But I have, you know what I'm saying? There's been some battle they won, but been a whole lot of battle that I won. You know, and I don't know, man. Just I had to change my ways, man. I had to do something, man. Like totally different from what I've been doing. You know, it's almost like I'm walking down this road, this dirt road, and I see this big old hole, and I fall in it. That was the first time I ever got in trouble because I was so easy to get out of trouble quick. But yet, I kept repeating this pattern. And each time that I fall in this hole, it was harder for me to get out. Like, damn, why so hard for me to climb the goddamn side of the dirt and get out this motherfucking hole? Because the first one was easy. I was young. And as I get older, it was easy, but a little hard. But then it got harder and harder once I became more seasoned and then locked up. And one day I was walking down that same dirt road, heading toward that same big ass hole. And guess what? Here come the epiphany. And it says, Willie, if you take your black behind down that road, you'll never survive. I'll get up out of it alive. You know what? I turned right. And I said, you know what? Bump that dirt road because I'm going to go this way. I found me a new avenue around that dirt hole. And that's why I'm who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to change. I want to do better. And the change is real. And for people to say that, oh, he'll never change. If a man wants to change and he is determined to change, he can change. Anybody. I don't care what type of person you may become, but if you want to change, you can change. It's all in the mind. It's mind over matter and mind over condition. And I'm a good advocate for change. You is not perfect. You're gonna make mistakes. You gotta learn to accept that mistake, embrace it, and make sure you don't repeat that mistake. Because our mistakes make us who we are today. Once you learn from it. But until then, don't go for nothing because this is bullshit. You feel me? Look, see, this is, see that bull? What he doing? He taking a help or dumb. Don't forget, life is what you make it. And I'm trying to turn my stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Understand me, motivate me, inspire me, but do not uproot me. Salute. May God bless you, or whoever believes in God, whoever believes in the Supreme Being, whoever believes in himself. I salute you. Do not stop or succumb to your struggle. What doesn't kill you will make you strong. All right, my brother and sister, I salute you. And God, and maybe, micro thought, know that. Hey, you see it? This is bullshit. I may be, I may not. But guess what? I'm real, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. Subscribe. Do not hesitate to drop your comments. Let me know how I'm doing. I'm just an amateur, just learning how to do my own podcast. Because I do think that I have something to contribute constructively to people who will embrace what I have to say. Salute.